tonight I'm gonna hang out with Pavel and Tala, and we're gonna have
more of Pavel
a
than
bros night. Yeah, Tala's probably gonna be sleeping in.
She's gonna be dead inside and outside.
Night.
To some relief, Tala does manage to finish her push-ups with some decent amount of food remaining upon the board, which she promptly devours. And to some surprise, and to his credit, Pavel records what she eats, and then tells her that she will suffer because of eating certain things.
That shithead.
Yeah. There are things she was allowed to put away. There are things that she should have eaten. Protein things. But there are other things that she shouldn't have. And she shall pay for that. She shall pay for
all
that.
those carbs.
All those carbs. Feels bad, man.
We all pay for the carbs in the end.
True facts, though. Yeah, Mishka watches Tala breathe in, basically, this whole, like, board. When I say a board, I mean, like, a long table without the legs was, like, balanced upon her back. And, like, it was put in between couch seats so that it could never fully, like, tip over to either side. And thus, like, unbalance itself. But, yeah, like, she eats it with some gusto. And Mishka just looks at it and is like, yeah. just watching. Just is disgusted by it. And to you, the speed at which Tala eats this is medically curious. Like, medically curious. Like, it's intriguing. That so much food can be stacked into such a small body in such a rapid amount of time. But she does it, to her credit. And her regret. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. So you just hang out with Pavel for the night. As he begins planning out the next set of shit for Tala. After accounting for the excess intake. But other than that, pretty chill night. A nice little pocket of tranquility and peace down here in the safe house. At some point, I think everyone would be in the room, just sort of hanging out. Like, everyone. Like, Duncan, Connor. Like, even the people that have been out, they'd be back here just sort of chilling. And Connor, because he's Connor, would inquire with you. How's your studies been going? Any progress?
Almost part of that. I'm sorry. I'm like.
Connor asked you how your studies were going.
They're going very, very well.
That's good to hear.
I feel like I'm really catching up on a lot of stuff that I was feeling very lost on before.
Such as?
Well, things to do with fell gods and specifically the void. Know thy enemy, you know?
Know thy enemy, but be careful not to get too lost in it. Such knowledges tend to be corrupting at some points. So, just be careful what you learn, and be careful that you're not too quick to apply it.
I'll remember that.
He shrugs. That's all I can hope for, I suppose.
Is
Hey.
Noah not in the room to criticize that? Or talk about that?
Noah's in the room. She hears all this. She doesn't say anything, of course.
Sure.
I do have, not to immediately go against the advice that you just gave, but I do have a bit of a question pertaining to void matters.
Here is an eyebrow. Not sure how far I'm on the subject, but go ahead and ask.
It's more of a question, I guess, of rituals in general. We keep coming across portals, and I feel like it would be helpful if I knew,
Yes.
if I would be able to gauge with a portal how long it took to make one, how long ago it was made, that sort of stuff.
That's... He like leans back into the couch that he's sitting upon. Complicated. And it's a bit of a headache to... Wait a second. Didn't Ella tell you that? You see a Noah like right behind him, just shaking her head like slowly with a smile on her face, and does like the finger over lips sort of thing of keep quiet.
Just like
absolutely not. Why would you ever think that? Anella.
He turns around and looks at Noah, and it's like that sort of like cartoon thing where like she quickly puts her hand away and looks away. Uh-huh. I can promise you this, it's not exactly something easy to figure out without having an arsenal of tools to gauge energies and the like. It's not something you can eyeball. Not easily, at least. Although, I come from it from a non-magic background. So, eyeballing it and using physical implements to find out energies is all I got. You, on the other hand, have magic. So, you might have some capability naturally built into you to find out. Again, I'm not a mage, so I don't know.
Very fair.
I mean, a simple matter would be, if you're going to risk it against void energies, which I would not recommend, you could try taking some of it in.
I agree. That does not sound like a good idea.
Exactly. Not a good idea, but I imagine it'd be relatively effective. You see how big the portal is, you see how much energy is feeding into it. You'd see, after grabbing another sample of it at a later point, how much energy is dissipated from that point, if at all.
I think it sounds like it'd be effective in the way that cutting off one's foot is effective for ending the pain of a stubbed toe.
You see him smirk under his mask. Ah, yes, and the grand solution to every headache is to chop off your own head. Yes.
I think that going along with your advice that you just gave me of not getting in too deep with these powers and matters, I think I'll follow that advice and not get too deep with the void, just so that I can know a little bit more.
Good to see you're going to learn the lesson. Now for the real advice. For the real advice, if I were to come across a scene like you guys had, or so you reported to me, I'll look around for, if I know this is a thing of the void, like you so declare this hypothetical, I'll look around for things that can empower it outside of magical capabilities of the mage. You guys found a lot of bodies, or scraps thereof. You guys found literal bodies from which these portals are emerging from. It's a good start. And then, of course, the number of portals is something to consider. Working in exponential factors. Then, you didn't describe anything in this hub void. You guys described it as a void, if I recall correctly. So, not much energy to put in there. Unless there's something about that hub room that I don't know about. Just look into the details. The more complex it is, the more complex the setup, rather. And the more simple the portal itself actually is, that tells you a lot. And of course, distance. Distance is big too.
What does distance say?
Well, the farther you travel with such portals or across realms, the more energy it takes.
Makes sense.
You know, it's... Of course, something as weird as you guys did with a portal to of the void, but not the void, and then using that to jump from place to place. That's something else. Not something I'm terribly familiar with. Not my adventuring experience. Well,
It seems we're encountering a lot of new things that aren't in a lot of people's adventuring experiences.
he casts his eyes down, looks a bit downcast at that. For that, you have my apologies for that.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
It's fine. I know you don't mean nothing by it. And to lay this out in a purely neutral and analytical sense, you're right. You and yours are gonna start seeing things and he gestures to squad, we didn't see. Worlds are closer now. Anella was never, and he casts a thumb over his shoulder at Anella, who's standing behind the couch. Anella didn't usually jump between worlds before. Not like she's been doing with you guys. And I don't think I've ever heard of pocket void dimensions ever, back when we adventured. So yeah, you guys are gonna start seeing a lot of new shit. I hope to hear all of it. So well, I gotta fucking deal with it later.
Sounds like a good plan.
He nods. I wonder what the others are up to right now. Flash over to...
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Flash over to the other group. I think it's like late at night at this point.
Anella disappears from behind Connor. Like, oh, hi.
If you'll excuse me for a moment. And then Connor just casts an eyebrow at her as she walks in the room. Portal up. Yeah, so that's when that happened. So, thus ends your night on the second day. So you have the morning of the first day. And
I have my coin of Corinne back.
you do have your coin of creme back. This is very true. When you awaken that morning, you go to like the kitchen area, which has like, you know, sort of like an eating place along with it, and you see everyone is there. Like, everyone's there sans Alex and like watch team adversary. So, you know, Knopf and his crew. So Anella's there, everyone's there, Owen's there, so Tyler's there, looking immensely tired. But they're all just looking at a box. It is the only thing on the table, and everyone's just looking at it. And then Cedric, you know, Cedric has his like bow and arrow notched, and everyone's just like really like just staring at it. And then Connor notices you walk in. Oh, you woke up. Don't suppose you're expecting a package.
I can't say I was.
Is it addressed to her?
No, it's just a.
Oh,
it's just a.
Okay.
It's just a plain. Just a parcel, or not a parcel. It's like just a box.
Has anybody tried detecting if it's magical or?
We have.
Is it?
Ariana remarks, it is. It smells of the void.
Ugh. Don't like that.
You notice that as like you go up to it, it is addressed to. It has the names of all your like everyone in the party.
Hmm.
It has like your full names.
Don't. Wait, what did you say about? What did you say?
It has all your guys' full names.
Full names. Okay, that's what I was about to ask. Ugh.
Karis Cromwell of the Heartlands, Chedamere Froststone, Casima Sorling, Marshall Thais, Aldrich Magnus. Yeah, they're all just staring at it. I do not understand the problem. Why don't we just throw it away? Because usually, when we throw shit away, Pavel, the last 7 times it came back to bite us in the ass. I don't plan on making it 8.
They did it 7 times?
It's fine. Just crush it and throw it. That's not... out of the question, Pavel. From what it seems, smelling the void or not, it is aimed at you. And he looks at you, Sima. This is Duncan speaking. And yours. So,
How would?
it is only fair that you and yours aren't around, but you have some vote in how it's dealt with. So, and he gestures for you to continue.
Well, more of a question than anything is just how would they have known all of our full names or true names?
A very good question indeed, Noah remarks. Although I will say for some of the names, as she looks over on the top of the box, which has like all your names like written onto it, some of the names aren't particularly well kept secrets. She says with a wicked smile.
How bad of an idea would it be for, I'm asking all of them, how bad of an idea would it be for me to just straight cast Dispel Magic on this thing?
Connor turns to look at Ariana, as does Duncan. Pavel turns to look at Ariana, as does Cedric, and Valeska just keeps staring at the box. And then Ariana looks at the box, blinks a couple times, and then turns around and looks at Noah. Noah shrugs. I mean, a plausible option, but at the same time, it feels too easy. Almost like a trap. And I assure you, child, that there are plenty of magics out there which activate when they're dispelled.
Ooh, don't like that.
How exactly does this thing get in here? Cedric asks.
Good question.
Connor remarks, Nolf brought it in.
Is Knopf in the room right now?
No!
I was about to say, I'm like, turn and look at Knopf very pointedly.
How is he a watch agent exactly? This is Valeska. No one has an answer to that. Great. Silence of the room. Laugh at it up. Laugh it up. I mean, this is Owen. You guys said that the safe house is like protected, right? And they all like look at each other and look back at him. And I kind of remarks, well, so nothing's like tracking this thing, right? That's very true. And then Cedric immediately remarks right after, no. But they could have been tracking it right to our doorstep. Yeah, that's basically as bad as tracking it into the hideout, so... You know... I'll just go back to staring at the box. You see Pavel begin moving over to pick it up. And then Arya just slaps his hand like, Pavel? You're all overthinking this. We just pick up, crush, throw away.
Well, if we're gonna throw it away, I would rather dispel the magic from it first, but...
Another notion to consider is that if you do crush it, that might also dispel the magic, and as a result also cause something to occur.
Isn't dispel magic like a distance thing? Like you could just do it from the other room?
I have a feeling that considering this thing knows our names, it's not so much a radius type of magic.
I mean, it's
Noah says these words at Pavel. He just blinks a couple of times, looks back at the box, and moves to pick it up again, to which Ariana slaps his hand again. Pavel!
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, we pick it up. We heard you the first time, Pavel, and we just said why we shouldn't do that. I wasn't paying attention. So, what do we do with it? Cedric asks, looking at Duncan. Duncan looks at you. In technicality, this is yours. It is affecting all of us, but it is yours.
So the danger of... I see essentially 2 short-term options right now. We dispel the magic and take what risk comes with that. Or we keep it and do something like put it inside a magic circle or something so that it's at least limited and keep it around to try to see if we can figure out some way to investigate it and know what type of magic it actually is. Which I say that's a short-term thing because I would say that once we figure out what type of magic it is, then we dispel that magic and get rid of it.
Sounds like a good plan. Duncan looks at Noah. On the matter of summoning circles, though. Noah just gets a blank face, blinks a couple times, and begins shrugging slowly. I'm so sorry, Lord McCormick. I've misplaced the other day the summoning circle I normally keep. Don't fucking lie to us, Anella. Fairies can lie. I did not lie. I don't have it anymore, Sir Tavish. Don't fucking... Shedemir has it. Maybe. God, fucking damn it. Wait.
It's 100% chance she could go pick.
We need summoning circle. Just give me some chalk. I draw a summoning circle. Pal, that's not how summoning circles work. It isn't? No. My mother just... Never mind. No, everyone just looks at Pavel, blinks a couple of times. You can tell some remarks your thought about his upbringing, but no one says anything. And everyone goes back to look at the box. So, no summoning circle, so we can't contain it, and... I mean... Isn't this place, as the kid said, and she gestures at one, hidden? So it should be fine, right? Right? And she looks at her husband. Cedric just shrugs.
I'm not... This place may be hidden. Now there's... Are we hidden from whatever is in that box now?
That's a really good point.
Maybe it's not able to transmit outwards, but maybe it's recording.
She looks up at Ariana. Ari? What exactly was up with this thing? Ariana blinks a couple of times. I didn't particularly focus too deep to investigate it. You want to try doing that? No. Okay. Psst, Duncan. Duncan looks at her. Make her do it. You're the commander. And her boyfriend. Do it. Do it. Duncan just gives a what the fuck did you just say to me look to Valeska. He looks at you, Sima. I believe you have similar talents.
I have some.
Can you try using them on the box? We'll be right here. Yep, right here. And as Valeska takes one large step back. To which her husband grabs her by the arm and brings her back forward. Hey! You see Cedric and Duncan give a nod to each other. And Duncan looks back at you. We'll be right here. You're all just literally standing around this, rectangular long table. With a box in the middle.
Very spooky box.
Yeah, it looks like just a simple, it's like a crate, but, just scaled down. That's literally it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then obviously it has your names written on the top.
Is this in paint or in graphite or
Blood.
It appears painted on.
Okay. I appreciate the blood answer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All of it.
It is black paint. It's not red and crimson.
Is it
So-
good handwriting?
I guess this is just going to be a straight detect magic, right?
It's very the handwriting for the paint, your names looks very rough. It's yours engineer handwriting. It's very short, to the point, purposeful, functional. It looks like that. There's no calligraphy or fanciness to it.
This is just going to be a straight detect magic, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to slowly and cautiously approach it somewhat.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it straight and not do it as a ritual because I want to be able to get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible. So I'm not going to spend 10 minutes hanging out with it.
Fair enough. So you sort of hold your hand out towards it, casting detect magic at a bit of a range. Let's see. Let me read the. Okay, so same deal as every time you guys cast detect magic on a magic thing. I need to go to the wizard section of the PHB to look at the schools of magic.
20.
I'm too fucking lazy for that shit. Shut up.
You're too lazy to look at the screen you're already looking at versus open a book.
Because I'm faster with my hands. Okay, leave it alone.
Faster with your hands.
That's what he said.
I would high five you right now if we were in the same place. I'm already making the death save.
Damn, I lived.
Damn, I really lived. Why couldn't I get that last time?
Should I death save for my own bad joke?
Yes.
If you want, yeah.
Death save for the bad
I'm
joke
really
I
proud
also
of
made.
you. God,
damn!
19.
Damn.
Man, if only you guys had these death saves in the fight.
I know! Kill me. I mean, to be fair, I did get a natural 20 at the end, so.
Okay, so abjuration emphasizes magic that blocks, banishes, or protects. Okay, so it has abjuration. Does not have conjuration. It does have abjuration.
All right, abjuration.
It does not have conjuration.
Okay.
It does not have divination.
Okay.
It does not have enchantment. It does not have evocation. It does not have illusion.
It's really there.
It's really there.
Those are
Exactly.
really your names.
Yep. Let's see. It does have necromancy.
You know, am I surprised?
No, probably not. And it does have... Wait. It does have transmutation. Ah, no, I hit the screen. It was bad.
Okay, so the only one of those that I don't know exactly what it is, for the most part, would be like abjuration.
Abjuration would be. What do you mean? Like you as a player don't know what abjuration means, or?
Yeah, me, Taryn. I'm not quite sure what abjuration.
Oh, it's like a protective. It's like a protective negative magic.
Okay.
Negative.
So it's like protective, and then it has death shit, like.
And it has transmutation.
And transmutation. So like.
Converting shit.
Either physically physically transforming stuff, and like.
Yeah.
Would teleportation also be part of transmutation?
No, teleportation is conjuration.
Okay.
Like conjuring something from one place to another.
So this is just physically changing something from one thing to another.
Yes. Something that is already there to, that's not moving something, which I guess technically I can see your mindset of like, it's technically changing its location, but no.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm like, I could see that being kind of the same dealio.
Yeah. But no. It's, I understand 100%, and like it makes sense to me, but by the game's mechanics.
Well, I like teleportation, completely sidebar, but I like the idea of teleportation being conjuration because it implies that every time you're conjuring something, you're actually just like taking it from one place where it has like physically existed and putting it in another place.
Yeah, that's 100% it, yeah. That's why, like, when
like
Anoa gets summoned by Chenmare every night, like, it's not like there's another Anoa somewhere that's hanging out in her bedroom. No, an actual Anoa gets summoned. So yeah, that's what you conjure them via portal. Nothing goes off or anything when you do this, so you're in the clear for that.
But it does have the protective blocking magic, which would fall in line with the idea that potentially it would be triggered by dispelling the magic that is on it. And I relay that information. Potentially.
See, Pavel? You can't just crush everything. Not with that attitude. You know, touche. Touche. I hit the revolver.
You can't crush steel beams.
Not that attitude. Give me a giant.
So, the good news-ish is I don't think that any type of these magics would imply that it's somehow being used to spy on us at this current moment.
Like, look at each other and like nod, like good.
I look at Ariana to like be like, right? That sounds smart, right?
She gives you like a confused look upon her, like, you know, normally like gentle face, and she's just like, yes.
Okay.
She's just like, why are you asking me?
This is like somehow more Karen asking the other magic user, but
I trust your judgment, Sima. It sounds correct to me.
So that makes me think that so I got distracted by the Discord there for a second. So it makes me think that it'll be safe to leave this horrible death box on the table for at least a bit until we can kind of investigate some more and figure out what it is and how we can safely get the fuck rid of it.
Everyone just sort of like looks at you as you deliver this to them, and then they all look back to the box. Okay, sounds like a plan to me. Okay, you and Potato, let's go. Wait a second. What about the no, not that concern. Let's go. She looks at Owen, and Owen just shrugs at her. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, sort of shrug. He's like, he just shrugs at her. He's like, I don't know. She looks back at the box, looks back at Pavel, who's like walking past her, looks back at the box. And in this moments that she's like wasting looking at the box, Pavel just grabs her by the arm and starts dragging. And then they just pull out of the room. Right, so I'm gonna go. Let's just points like out back into the main room and Tankui towards the exit. I'm gonna go. We just don't. I'm gonna go. And then she begins walking off, and then she turns on her heel, grabs her husband by the wrist. You're coming with me. And then we begin walking off. So it just leaves you, Connor, Ariana, Duncan, and Owen. Everyone just keeps staring at the box.
Oh yeah. I just.
Oh yeah, no, Noah. So, should I? This is Owen. I'm gonna. Okay, bye. He just turns and leaves. Connor looks at Noah. Well, that's growing smarter. He knows when to leave. How they grow so quickly. Yo, I just keep staring at the box. Staring at
Open it.
So.
Guiding bolt it from like a mile away.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
Like I said, I have a feeling that if it is a magic that is going to be activated when we dispel it, it does not matter how close we are to it. It's gone. Because I have a feeling if I did something, if it is now I have like stuck in my head, which like in the end it's probably going to be like this isn't even the case, and I'm just like freaking out.
Do you
and
remember?
I could have just.
Crash said this before, that the information he gives from characters isn't like, oh, this is 100% fact. That could genuinely just be like, Anila's opinion on this is, oh, it could activate when dispelled, but it doesn't.
Yeah. The abjuration, the fact that it has abjuration, though, makes me
Is really weird.
more suspicious of that idea, that it is, in fact, like, being held back from its true potential. And so, if it is what I'm suspecting, then that means that if I were to dispel the magic, I have a feeling it would not just affect me, but would affect all the few as well, concurrently. Which would be an interesting retcon, considering that everything that has happened has already happened to you. But it could just take a minute.
Keep in mind, this is the morning of. So, in technicality, the session stuff for the group hasn't happened yet.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
Never mind.
We're gonna pick up tomorrow at 1 a.m. right after everyone had their fight. So everyone's fucking wrecked. And at this point, Sima, you're just sleeping peacefully down there in the outpost. Yep.
And no
Nice
boxes
and chill.
have been delivered.
No boxes, nothing. Nice and quiet.
Right
you know
now,
for a fact the second we
gonna
get back, Kay's gonna be like, ooh, box, and just flip it open.
Yeah. My list of questions about the package is like, where did Knopf get it from?
You go ask him when you find him. If you find him.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him that here in a minute, but that'll be my thing. But and how do they know do they know our name? What is the implication? So how do they know our name? I'm writing this as name. What's the implication, like magic-wise? What type of magical rituals involve writing people's full names?
Mm-hmm. What else? Or is that it? I don't know.
I'm still writing.
Yeah, no, take time. Take your time.
What could it possibly be from? It's like the shadow. Oh wait, no, you don't know about the way shaper, do you?
Write as a question, just box magic? Question mark.
Yep.
I am the box ghost.
Oh my gosh, it's canon now.
It's canon. I am the box ghost. Hear me.
It smells like the void, but does that mean that it's the type of magic that opens portals, or that it has come from the void?
In terms of opening portals, that would fall under conjuration. So I could give you that for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What
I
if
think
it's
I'll
just,
probably
like,
think of more
void-flavored
questions as I
chocolates?
go. But my thing right now is I'm gonna go hunt down Knopf and figure
Okay.
out.
Okay.
That's gonna. Okay, I'll lay it out for you. I know it's getting late for you, so we'll try to close this out.
Yeah.
I could give it to you like in a multitude of ways. I can either describe some avenue of how you find Knopf. Like, you could just be as simple as I look for him in certain locations, and I have you roll perception or investigation or something, or just straight luck, and we just see if Knopf is around wherever you to whatever location you go to.
Honestly, luck might be better.
You know, sometimes Karim smiles upon me, so I'm just gonna go for it.
That's the answer I like to hear.
93. Let's go. If she gets 93, she gets
I'll give it before you roll. I'll give it to you like this: if you go to either extremes of high or low, I'll give it. But if you're in the middle, then you don't get anything.
Like, bad luck, you just bump into him by accident. Good luck, you know exactly where to go. Ah.
You know?
Hey, pretty good.
Okay,
so you begin the endeavor to go locate Knopf. And you leave the safe house. You get your respective token from the matron lady that is sort of like the, I don't know, gatekeeper or something. I don't fucking know how to describe her.
I have the gatekeeper.
The door person for the safe house. And begin going around town looking for Knopf. You don't really... Knopf is a pretty chill and charismatic guy, sure, but at the same time, you don't really know much about Knopf. You're not sure if he's like the drinking sort, if he's like the sparring. You don't know much about him.
Yeah.
Other than he's charming, charismatic, and jovial, however you pronounce it.
I think it's jovial, yeah.
Jovial. Yeah, it is jovial because it's based on the word Jove, which is the name of a god. Anyways, sidetrack. So you just sort of like, and then it just sort of strikes you like a charismatic special watch agent. Watch agent. So you go to the town square. Or like one of them. One of the town hubs. And you look around and you don't find them. And you're like, shit. I was like, now you gotta go to another town spot and look there. So you begin turning to leave. And then as you begin turning to leave, what are you looking for? Knopf's like right there next to you eating an apple.
Talk about luck. That was... Where?
What?
You delivered a package this morning to the safe house.
Did I?
That's...
I'm fucking with you. Yeah, I did.
Where did you get it from?
I got given it.
By whom?
Some mailman. Like a courier.
So, are you saying... Where did you... were they close to the house, or did you, like...
Yeah,
get it from, like...
This was me walking down the street. Like, he saw me leaving, and then he like, can you put this in? And I was like, sure. And I saw I had your name on it.
Did you know this mailman, or have you ever seen him before?
Shakes his head. No. I think I would know the mailman.
Did he seem like he was on the up and up?
I mean, yeah. He's like a mailman.
Well, the box you delivered is... It's some freaky curse shit. So...
He rolls his eyes at that. Everything's freaky curse shit. He taps his foot. This is freaky curse shit.
This is some next level shit, buddy, though. Like...
What is it? He like rolls his eyes like really lackadaisical about this. What is it?
It's some abjuration, necromantic... What was the last one? Transmutation stuff. What I'm saying is, I think someone's trying to assassinate us. And by us, I mean me and my friends.
Yeah, you guys, because of your name.
Yeah. Yeah, our full names on a thing that's magical and smells like the void.
Oh, it smells like a void? What does it smell like?
You know, you'd have to ask. I don't know. I don't think Knopf knows about Bella because I was about to. It smells gross. I'll tell you that much.
Fair enough. Listen, I trust that mailman, first off. But secondly, I figured that you guys always do like crazy shit. So I just figured like this was like right there with it.
I don't.
Cause like it's your full names. I saw it. It was like it's your full names. Even Kara's name. Like so I figured like whoever gave this like knew who you were.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
think they do
yeah.
know who we are, but like for a bad reason. So
I mean, maybe.
all I'm saying is that if you, I mean, yeah, it has necromantic stuff on it. So
Who that cares? Come on. Come on.
as a cleric, I am morally opposed to necromancy at all times. But
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I guess never mind. I do have the Spare the Dying curse, which is, or not curse, cantrip, which is necromantic. But
yeah, I want to say like
some people think life is a curse.
From an in-world perspective, like the term necromancy and like the game system tag of necromancy are two separate things.
yeah. But
I mean, my bad.
I'm just saying. Well, right now it's sitting on the table as we stare at it and try to figure out whether it'll like blow up or something if I dispel them out.
That'd be pretty cool.
Which way did the mailman go after he gave you?
He won't go down the street. Look, just because he looks around. Just because I'm an agent doesn't mean I start suspecting everyone I meet. That's how
Was he carrying other packages?
Yeah. They're fucking old mailman. Courier, whatever. Same shit.
Did you see him deliver any of the other packages?
I didn't stalk him to confirm his job occupation.
We don't live at the end of a mile-long street with no other places. Like you would see him generally.
I went the other. I brought the box inside. I put it inside, and then I went to go do something else. It's not like he waited for me to come back out. Come on.
If you see that mailman again,
you'll be the first one to know. I'll stalk him day and night. I'll find out his address, his blood type, his sexual proclivities.
I get the feeling that you're making a bit light of our situation.
Yeah, maybe. He says this with a smile on his face. You think that maybe though, you just might be like overthinking it just a little bit?
Up character. Taryn is very amused by this. Sima would be pissed. I'm like, really. At this point, I think at this point, Sima is just gonna like storm off.
as you walk away.
With you like this.
His sexual proclivities. Everyone on the street turns to look at this exchange. I promise. He just continues storming off.
See, this is what happens whenever Garth suggests that I flirt with Knopf. Now it's just this is.
I still suggest you flirt with Knopf.
Any teasing immediately just.
This is not flirting with Knopf. This is not flirting with Knopf at all.
No, this is Galaxy Brain flirting. You just don't understand it.
Of course.
I interpret any teasing as flirting inherently.
Why do you think she went with Anella instantly?
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. You put it like that, that explains a lot.
It's like, oh, damn. Anyway.
So, yeah, you spent like a little bit doing that. And then you come back to the safe house, and then Ariana, Duncan, Connor, and Anella just sort of hang on, not the kitchen room where the box is at, but in the main room. So, you find him?
I found him. Wasn't much help. but
Sounds about right.
apparently he got it from a mailman. But not a mailman necessarily that he knew. Alright, so to be fair, I can't say that I know very many mailmen myself.
You get just blank stares from all of them. So this thing is an actual unknown box. Duncan remarks.
I would say that it is of completely unknown origin.
Fuck.
You can say that again.
Tempting, but I'm not gonna.
The sentiment's there, though.
Yeah. Connor looks at Duncan. So, Lord Commander, what's the plan? He looks at Connor, looks at Ariana, looks at you, and looks back down the hallway that leads to the kitchen area where the box is at. It seems we have little choice outside of destroying it for the time being. We'll have to wait for Chedamir to come back with that summoning circle that Noah so happened to misplace.
So convenient.
When we get to the Maestros, I'm gonna get a second one of those. I'm not doing this shit again.
Always have a spare summoning circle.
Always have a spare summoning circle. Always have your towel when you're going on an adventure. Stuff like that. In the meantime, Duncan pitches the bridges. Nose. In the meantime, I'm trying to arbitrate things between the Secret and the Slayers. You see Connor roll his eyes. Good fucking look of that. I don't need it. Like, you're sort of standing in front because you just came back down from outside. So Duncan begins moving to the door. Excuse me, Sima. And then I'll be back later, I suppose. Have fun. Leaves you, Connor, Ariana, and Noah. I just thought of something. Connor and Ariana look at Noah. This thing has this smell of the void, yes? So we've confirmed, aye. How did it get past the quarantine? Connor just blinks his eyes a couple of times as his...
You cut out.
What was the last thing you heard? Now you're cutting out. The thing I said was, Anel asks, if this thing smells like the void, how did it get past quarantine?
It was already inside. Oops.
This is supposed to be a nice, simple day. At least in the morning. You two mind keeping an eye on it. And he looks at you and he looks at Ariana. Just in case.
Of course. Perfect timing.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Not
You sound
really.
super quiet.
Let me switch back to mobile then.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Wi-Fi. R.I.P.
And she's dead.
And the box explodes, filling the room with poisonous plague gas, and everyone gets converted into this mega zombie. That's scary.
Ooh, mega zombie.
Easy fucking.
There's only like 2 instances that we know of with Contact of the Void, but the Way Shaper doesn't know our names, I don't think. And the Shadow Man could probably figure out our names.
Okay, so last thing that I heard once again was that Anella had said, how did it get past the quarantine? And then people were starting to react.
Yeah. So Connor and I just blinked a couple of times. And then Connor remarked that this is too much fucking complication for what was supposed to be a nice, simple morning. And then he asked you and Oriana to keep an eye on it. Did you get that?
Yep. Sorry,
Hey.
I just realized that
No,
I
your silence. I was like, shit, it cut out again.
No, I was just making my notes, which I'll show you the bottom of my this page
Okay.
of notes.
I'm curious as to what this looks like. Like I went through shipping facility. Like I went through
Box
shipping. What the
magic?
fuck? You think this is some Amazon Prime or some shit?
No, I went with UPS.
I mean,
Well, obviously we're thinking that it was shipped locally.
Well, not obviously. It is a potentiality. But then it's like, what? Who the fuck do we know has void magic that can contact us? Is Mira actually a snitch? Who knows?
My main thing that I like is my note of he got it from a mailman? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
I mean, Knopf seems pretty confident he got it from a mailman, so I think you should take him at face value for that.
I believe that he got it from someone who he believed was a living human man who was holding mail.
And by that technicality and fairy logic, he is a mailman.
You know, I
And not an
believe
For that
assassin.
moment, he was a mailman.
At this point, I believe fully that Knopf believes that he got it from a regular mailman.
Look, at this point, I'm convinced that he completely knows this is all gonna be a bad thing or just not matter at all, and he's doing this entirely just to fuck with us. He could be helpful. He's choosing not to be.
Yeah, that sounds like a Noah.
Oof.
Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah.
As we proved by last session. It's like, hey,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
a cool magic sword. Please don't fuck me over and take
Bye.
it. Bye.
See you later, Bay. Catch you back in Severus. Easy fucking clap, dude.
Also, like, she could definitely, like, fucking find Chadamir or something and get the ring back.
What? Well, no. Here's the thing. She wouldn't get summoned by you, but you can't take the summoning circle through some fucking portal. That's not how it works.
She can find. She can make.
And she knows you're coming back to Severus anyways.
It's lazy.
Oh my god. You're not in any terrible danger right now. You're fine.
That's what you think. It's a fucking mystery magic box that came from a
I mean,
mailman.
I know exactly what it is, and I'm smiling wicked. That's the only
It's
one.
probably gifts.
Yes, exactly. It's a gift. It's new shield.
It's
It's a
vo-
pocket
It's
dimension
a
of
very
magic.
chocolates.
kind present.
It's a very kind present that someone forgot to put the wrapping
So
paper on. Oh well.
We're gonna get like a
But they
note later, like a
didn't
gift, like a gift card or something. It's like, oh, by the way, I know that was really ominous, but it's actually blank.
It's actually Spymaster Alex trying to be nice to you guys, and she's just really awkward.
She's just
tries
really
to be
bad at
nice,
social
and
cues
then
of
she
being
comes off-
kind.
She always does. It's such a shame.
She's like, oh, goddamn, why?
She gets
can't we
everyone
just
the
not-"
best gifts because she knows how their brains work, but everyone's too suspicious of the packaging.
Yeah,
All right, so that's our conclusion, right?
that is our conclusion. Yes.
Yay.
Okay. I'm gonna peace out so that I can watch
Sleep.
a couple of episodes of She-Ra and then go to sleep.
Ooh,
Good choice.
drink some water.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also good.
Don't be
I'm
hungover.
drinking tea right now, but
That's
Yeah,
something.
close enough.
I'll have
Close
a glass of water after. All right.
All right,
Night, y'all.
catch you in a bit, I guess.
Yeah. Catch you on the flip side, nerd.
Hey, you know what? And then there was 3. Or 2. I don't know if I was here or not.
Shit, no, I had a question, and it's gone. Yeah, no, it's gone. Okay.
Hey, you want to know what's in the box?
You're not gonna tell me.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna hold on to this. You're just gonna be, like, sitting there in your bed, like, mwah. Playing Fallout 76 with just a smirk on your face.
I'll play Fallout 76 with my friends. It's like, oh, hey, look, a box. And I'm like, why are you laughing, Jeff? Don't worry about it.
It's like, dude, what the fuck is up with you in boxes today?
Yeah.
Did you know the box ghost and the lunch ghost had a kid that was a lunchbox ghost? Also, how did
Yeah.
ghosts have a kid?
They have sex.
That's not how ghosts work.